Hey, come here. Come here. Closer. You want to get naked? Holy shit. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm playing this amp right now. I mean, my heart is literally pounding out of my chest right now. That was so much fun opening this video up with all of these different songs and riffs and stuff. I mean, this amp just thumps. Oh my God, it hits like a sledgehammer. So much freaking low end in this amplifier, and it sounds and feels so good to play. And just so you know, the effects loop is not working on this amplifier. It's never been hooked up. So no effects, so no, you know, noise gate or delay or anything like that either. So I got lucky and didn't have too much feedback. Actually, this amplifier is pretty quiet considering the fact that I'm actually boosting it with the Warm Audio odd box. So, but man, I tell you, this freaking amp slays. The low end coming out of the cab behind me is ridiculous. I thought it was going to break the legs off of my chair. I mean, so much freaking just thunderous, pounding thump coming out of this thing. And, you know, it's just incredible. And I'm just so excited because I'm playing a piece of history here. I mean, this is the 7th one ever built, okay, out of 18. And this is like old school build. I'm going to post pictures of it right here while I'm talking, and you can check out the pictures of all the gut shots on this amplifier. Old breadboard. I mean, it's all hand everything, you know, it's just like old school, you know, built by Dave Friedman. And this is insane. This is Jeff Pilson's amp. You know, Jeff Pilson is from Dokken. He's a bass player. I guess he plays guitar too. But this was his amp, and you can see it on Tone Talk when they interviewed him and George Lynch. He had it on the rack behind him, and he talked about it briefly. And my friend Matt from Motor City Guitar ended up, you know, buying it somehow. So, and he got lucky because this is one of a kind. I mean, literally just an amazing amplifier. Now, I played a lot of Friedmans, and a lot of them just didn't work for me. I think they're good amps, but they just didn't work for me for some reason. But this one absolutely works for me. I enjoyed playing it without the effects. I mean, I was just having the time of my life playing this thing. I mean, it's just an incredible freaking amplifier. It's so thick and beefy. And I went through all my different overdrives with it when I was sound checking, and the odd box paired with it perfectly. It just really enhanced the amplifier as far as the way I like it. It didn't change the tone of the amp, but it just made it a little more responsive for my style of playing, and it just paired with it perfectly. So yeah, quick shout out to Warm Audio for making this odd box. I mean, it's incredible. Definitely get one of those. But enough about that. Let's talk about the Friedman Naked. Again, it's number 7 of 18 that were ever built. And these things are super rare. You just do not see these in the wild at all. And man, Dave Friedman, if you're watching this, you need to bring this amp back. You need to build some of these because this thing is just absolutely incredible. So he built this for, I can't remember the guitar player's name, but he built it for him. I think it was from the guitar player from Perfect Circle. Don't stone me to death if I'm wrong, but and then I guess he played it at some shows, and some of his friends really liked it, so Dave built some for them, and word got around, and I guess he built a total of 18 of them for 18 different guitar players that were, you know, pretty famous at the time. And so this has been on some recordings that George Lynch has done, and some recordings that Vivian Campbell has done as well for a Dio project that he did. So it's just, man, it's just so cool. So I mean, seriously, my heart's still beating like crazy. It's just exciting to play a piece of history. It really is. And Matt, I can't thank you enough for allowing me to take this home. And yes, I'm going to profile it on the Tonex and the Quad Cortex for you guys as well. So don't worry, I will have plenty of profiles up for you guys soon with this. But let's go ahead and take a look at the settings right now. So this is basically how I have it set up, you know, and here's where the gain is. And I mean, the bass is pretty low on this considering what you put it at on most of his amplifiers. On some of his amps, you can get away with putting quite a bit of bass in it, but with this one, absolutely not, because it's got just a shit ton of low end. And there's the presence, the mids, treble. And so how I have the odd box set up is I got the, obviously the level all the way up, drive all the way down, and the tone knob cranked on it just to give me a little extra bite on the top end. But let's go ahead and set this thing, let's put everything at neutral here. So just so you know, this the gain knob is a little wonky. So I'm just going to try to find the lowest spot with it, and then I'll bring it up, you know, incrementally. Okay, so I got the gain all the way down. Just set everything at top dead center. And let's just do a quick little turn of the knobs here. By the way, I'll turn the odd box off for now too. So let's go ahead and do it without the pedal engaged, then I'll engage it afterwards and dial it in further if necessary. So pay no attention to the gain knob because it's kind of wonky. So wherever it's at isn't really where it's at, if that makes sense. So let's finish dialing this in. Now, I honestly don't mind cranking the mids on this. I just discovered that. I mean, having the mids all the way up doesn't bother me at all. I mean, it sounds freaking good with the mids cranked. They're just really pleasing to the ears right now. So I'm going to go ahead and engage the overdrive now as I'm playing, and let's see how that affects the amplifier. All right, so I'm going to have to turn the gain down a little bit because it's a little overly saturated now that I have the boost on, so I'm going to back that down. Again, I don't know where the gain is because the knob just spins forever, so it's hard to tell where it is, so I'll just have to keep turning it until I find the sweet spot. Man, for the leads, you get this really nice articulation. You can hear the pick just slapping the strings as you pick the strings, but you also get this thickness, this really beefy sound out of it. This is a special amplifier. I can see why people are really looking for these, and probably hanging on to them as well. I mean, if I had one of these, I would never, ever sell it. I mean, this is, like I said, it's a piece of history, right? So it's just freaking, it's badass. Now, it does have a clean mode in it, but I don't have the foot switch. Matt's got it, and when I was talking to him, he was like, you know what, most people are, you know, not really interested in the clean channel on this amp. They just want to hear the high gain stuff. So that's what I'm doing for you guys today. And man, I just have to tell you, this is easily the best Friedman amp I've ever played. Bar none. This really set a new standard for me when I play Friedman amps. I'm always going to compare them to this one right here, because this thing is like stupid good. Really, really freaking good. All right, so I played some riffs and I played a bunch of mixes with it, and some of those were one-take mixes, and some of those I had to do like probably like 2 or 3 takes, because I just wanted to play stuff right with this amplifier. So I really wanted to start the video out with the best representation of this amplifier. But now that I've represented it, hopefully good enough for you guys and for the amplifier itself, let's do a one-take mix now. Let's do a song I call 3 Shots and a Chaser, and this is a pretty tough one, so hopefully I get it right, but it will be a one-take mix, and let's just see how it sounds in that mix. I'm just having fun with it, so I mean, how often do you get a chance to play one of these? So I might as well play as many songs as I can with it, because it's not like I'm going to have this thing for very long. So I'm just going to freaking abuse this thing as much as I can while I have it. So, all right, let's go with the mix. Not bad. Couple little snafus in there, but that was fun, man. This thing is really fun. I love the articulation. It's so freaking nice, man. When you play things right, which I kind of did in that mix, you can really hear what you're doing right. You know, all the notes stand out and they're really sweet. I mean, it's freaking badass, man. I really like this amplifier a lot. It's a bit of a challenge to play compared to some of my other amplifiers because it's so articulate. but I do like it. It's really, really nice. And I like the fact that it's not really that noisy. I mean, some of the amps that I have, if I don't use the noise gate, I mean, it's like, whoa, it's just madness down here. It's like the freaking gates of hell open up when you stop playing without a noise gate. But with this one, it's really not that bad. Even with the overdrive, you get a little bit of feedback and stuff. I mean, I'm right in front of the cab, so I bet you if I was, you know, maybe 10, 15 feet away, it probably wouldn't be that noisy at all. So yeah, this thing is built really well, and it's just a gorgeous sounding amplifier. Very nice, and again, I can't believe how much low end this thing has. I mean, it's just freaking thumping hard, man. You know, and I have, yeah, I have the bass on 4, you know, like 11 o'clock or whatever. So, I mean, that's pretty good. And I do like it with the mids cranked. It sounded good like that. It's a pretty useful range of you know, mids you get there in the, you know, with the mid knob. Trebles up a little bit, but that's okay, you know. And yeah, and again, I don't know where the gain is because this knob's all screwed up, so it's probably around 3/4 of the way up is my guess, you know. But yeah, all in all, very, very cool amplifier, and it's an honor to actually play a piece of history like this. I mean, it's just really cool. I mean, how often do you get a chance to do that? And that's why I played so many mixes in this episode, because I really wanted to just put everything I had into this. And it was fun. Selfishly, it was really fun to play through. So I had a great time. Well, I hope you guys had a great time listening to this amplifier and watching me dial it in and play some mixes on it for you. I had a blast. So anyways, thanks again, Matt. I really appreciate you allowing me to take this thing home. I know this thing is very expensive and very rare, so I appreciate you trusting me with this. And he also is letting me profile it for you guys, so I appreciate that as well. So profiles will be up soon, and I will definitely announce that in my community section. I might even make, you know, a quick video about them, but I will be profiling it for the CORTEX and the Quad CORTEX for you guys very soon, and probably tonight or tomorrow I'll be doing those, and they'll be up within the next couple days. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching and hanging out with me for a bit. It really means a lot. And if you want to support my channel, you can join my Patreon, or if you want to buy something from Motor City Guitar, where Matt works, he's the manager there, there's a link below, an affiliate link for Motor City Guitar. Just click that link and go there and shop until your wallet's empty, you know, buy some cool stuff. I get a little kickback, it helps the show out. And there's other links from other places that you can get gear as well. They're all in the description of this video. Well, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. And to all my Patreon supporters and subscribers, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. And if you're new to the channel and you like what I do here, feel free to subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified every time I either go live or come out with a new episode. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.